So I'm adding everything I forgot to say, that also in the dream and right after, for me, maybe 6 because of the antichrist, and she will not want to. She, when God used that as the church, the beloved church, and Elon Musk now, she will. And I had the impression that they wanted to fix the match, and he will not want, or she will not want, and she will, or no, he will, whatever it said. And I had the interpretation that, or he said he will, whatever, and I had the interpretation that it was a black guy playing. Did he use a name? No, like buying a guy to do, as two coach were speaking. And no, when he went back in the side. He came from the back, did the fuck you. He went back there, and Bill Gates says, Leon, and like that's why I knew it was the sign and the table and two lions and Leon. And you see, they were talking like this sign there. Look like this sign could spin like W, like Janus' son, two-faced. Janus' son is what's the name of Tiberius, Janus' son. There was a Roman emperor too from that name. There's when you look at the mythology, what happened to him, he got drawn in the Tiber River. And why the church will not, and when Elon Musk said no, he will, because I have two child abuse. I had the impression because he was abused when young. He had the access to a system to look and see that a player had abused children, and unless he would have fixed the match, he would have put it to the news. You abuse children. And then the church, because of in that guy, he would have accepted the mark of the beast. Even the Catholic Church. And I heard, don't say it before, or don't. I'm so mad about God, everybody, that I'm broke. I don't give a damn no more. I'm putting up there, and I know it's gonna make zero friend. I was about to say not much, but like I said, now you want more. I'm saying what God, and I'm not supposed to say you come to see me, or you're going down North America in one sense. You're gonna have a tough fight, man. You're gonna have a tough fight. Russia is big, the armament, the Chinese. I don't know how you're gonna do it, man. They know you don't like them. And they don't like your Obama. Hey, by the way, the woman in North Korea, the sister of Kim Jong-un that I pray, and I cried 2 days ago. I literally cried. So I felt he was almost dead, or he died, and I cried. And I have a vision about this. And Jesus too was sad. So I will not talk about his sister now that I was hoping to, because it just doesn't go. It doesn't go, sadness with it doesn't go together. So I think he had the heart procedure, like they said, because you're gonna see another vision that I had concerning NASCAR and the fetus, the embryo, of the winner Chase Briscoe, that had the news before that race that within a week, that which is this week, within 1 week now, that there was no heartbeat. And God told me, about Kim Jong-un too, and when I spoke, and he did the smiley face under. So that was sad, because I would have gone there, and anybody that see there, and if he's still in support, I'm telling you right now, bring a plane, and I'm telling you right now, by God's will, I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna lay my hands upon him. I'm gonna pray, God, before, after the dream, and I'm gonna wake him up in good sense, because he's my friend. Because I felt pity that he didn't have the chance to be there. Now after that, of course, you have chance to stop. Every king that had the chance to stop and follow Christ and all this, but he did reach a certain point. And I've seen that he called the Pope and he didn't, and that's bad. That's a point for him. I see that Trump said he's not in a rush That's a point for him. He reached to South Korea with a real smile. That's a point too. So I'm not happy about how the procedure was done in the West to almost leave it as a space in case of war. Almost a goat sheep, or you know. Let's in case it happens. That's the future to remember. It's that. Well, let the future remember that you did not reach for peace when you could. Trump and all this. I was a supporter to you, but you're corrupt, like God told me to, and now you're playing with fire. And when it's too late, it's too late fast for everyone because you were the ruler. And God showed it to me. I published that dream. You had a scar. You're going down, man. 2011. In my opinion, whatever it's gonna be, your health, something. 2022, the money. I think I saw the graph was disappearing, but it also can be you financially, U.S. The money disappear, but also your health, or also both together. For me right now, I'm suspecting both. And why I know about this life, first I thought about the money. Then a week later I thought also because I received what I published last year, Zoom Moon, see Kim Jong-un, Moon, South Korea, that's the other president in South Korea. And I heard soon he will be kicked out of the forest like a bear, kicked out of the forest, talking about Trump. And I think there's a war coming soon, man. Because I had another one yesterday and today. The word was, yeah, but it's gonna finish. And when these things starts to use as words for me, check the other dreams. Amen. So I'm gonna have this. This is the first one. I was in Montreal at that time. It was, when did they play? 19 May. We're 25th today. So I'm catching up back on some dream that I did. First one, oh my. Second with the blockchain, Facebook. Facebook is the devil. Blockchain, I'm following the devil, not Jesus. I stopped. He looked at me smiling. The second one was Trudeau. I could have made a line from left to right. And the guy, liberal, on his left, which is on my right, said he could have. I could have brought people to God. And, well, I could have made a better Canadian. Fortunately, the devil got me and it got the world. And I was explaining the pressure you guys live in the past. So it was the fault of everybody. And secondly, I didn't know God. Whose fault is that? And it's the true religion. The false ones, probably because it's the false and the devil let it happen. They force, hey son, you're gonna read this Quran, you're gonna read this of 100 lashes. And because we have the truth, God doesn't force. No, but it's true. God doesn't force, but not because God doesn't force that you shouldn't show it, the truth, the healing, the remedy for the world, and for people to not fall down.